Let's have some words.
Hello, lovely people. Let's have some words about something interesting that the philosopher Nietzsche once said on the subjects of shame and becoming your authentic self. If someone asked, what makes a bad person? Nietzsche would say, a bad person is someone who tries to make others feel embarrassed or ashamed. Nietzsche believed that the best thing you can do for a person is to never make them feel ashamed. His theory was that if you're truly free, you should never feel ashamed of who you are. Why did he think this? Why did he say, is it important not to feel ashamed? And importantly, why shouldn't we make others feel ashamed of themselves? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. First off, what does it mean to be free? Nietzsche had a really cool way of putting it. He said, you should become who you really are. Imagine you're like a seed of an oak tree. Inside you, there's a big, strong tree just waiting to grow. But if you don't get enough sunlight, water, or the right kind of soil, you might not grow into that awesome oak tree. So being free means having the chance to grow into the best version of yourself. But guess what can stop you from growing into your true self? Shame. Shame is like thinking, who I am is not who I'm supposed to be. When you're ashamed, it's like you're comparing yourself to some idea of who you think you should be and feeling like you don't measure up. But where does that idea come from? It usually comes from other people, like your family, friends, or society. When you were a little kid, you probably didn't worry about what you should do. You just did what felt right to you. But as you grow up, you start to hear all these shoulds from others, and that can make you feel like you're not good enough. When you try to be what others want you to be, you stop being yourself. It's like you're just pretending, and that's why Nietzsche thought shame was so bad. If you're ashamed, you might end up creating a fake version of yourself just to fit in. And that's sad, because then you're not living as your true self. Let's talk about a boy named Joe. Joe loved art, music, and was really sensitive to other people's feelings. But his mum kept comparing him to his brother, who was more into sports and being tough. She told Joe he should be more like his brother and teased him for being different. So, Joe started pretending to be someone he wasn't. He gave up painting and started acting like a tough guy, but deep down he wasn't happy. He felt lonely because nobody knew the real him. One day, Joe realized that trying to be someone else wasn't making him happy. He saw that his relationships with people like his mum weren't real because they didn't even know who he truly was. So, Joe decided to stop pretending. He found friends who liked him just the way he was, and he went back to being an artist. Finally, he felt alive and happy again because he was being his true self. So, why is shame bad? Because it stops you from being who you really are. But remember, I'm talking about the kind of shame that makes you think you're not good enough. There might be other kinds of shame, but that's a story for another time. And hey, if you liked hearing about these ideas, maybe check out more about Nietzsche. If you read up on him, you'll realize he had some interesting thoughts about trusting yourself and being your own person. Thanks for stopping by today and listening.
Lots of love from me, Wanda. I'm so glad you made it here today. Please give me another visit sometime soon. Please like and subscribe. Please let me know if there's any topic you would like me to cover. I'm always here for you.
Oh yes, let's have some words. Love-wise, Wanda. Heal your heart. Rise and prosper. In your strength you will find yourself and peace of mind.